Well, Boris Johnson facing a major Conservative rebellion, this coming, of course, after this so-called Plan B, which looks to be a complete overreaction. Mandatory face masks, vaccine passports, and even talk of mandatory vaccination. And Conservative MPs, a huge backlash amongst them at these plans. Ben Bradley saying, I would not vote for vaccine passports, which I believe are ineffective and discriminatory. I also cannot vote for restrictions just in case at a time when hospitalisations and deaths are falling. I don't believe the evidence supports Plan B and I will not vote for it. Brendan Clark-Smith saying that he fully agreed with that statement. I do not and will not support these proposals. Douglas Ross saying of vaccine passports, I didn't vote for them at Holyrood and I won't be voting for them at Westminster. Steve Baker saying it is vital that the maximum number of Conservative MPs vote against Plan B, whatever our useless opposition do. Mark Jenkinson saying Sajid Javid has offered no evidence for further restrictions or Plan B, just as businesses desperately need a good Christmas, saying that he will not support the measures. And Mark Harper, if you didn't see him in Parliament yesterday, here's Mark Harper, the Conservative MP, speaking in Parliament yesterday.
I looked very carefully at the evidence and listened to what the Secretary of State said, and the initial evidence on Omicron doesn't support the introduction of these measures because the protection against serious disease remains strong. If the Secretary of State's fears are confirmed, then there is no exit strategy from the measures he set out. We will end up having to introduce them permanently. But what I'm really concerned about is it is unquestionably the case that over the last couple of weeks, the government's credibility, whether it's on Patterson or on the Christmas parties, has taken a hit. Why should people at home, listening to the Prime Minister and the Secretary of State, do things that people working in number 10 Downing Street are not prepared to do?
Mr. Speaker, when it comes to the exit strategy, and it's a very important question for my right honourable friend, there are a number of factors at play, but the one I would point to that I think is possibly the most important are the pharmaceutical defences I referred to earlier, particularly the booster programme. That whatever emerging evidence there is on vaccine efficacy against Omicron, it is reasonable, perfectly reasonable to assume at this stage that a booster dose gives significant more protection, and the more booster doses we have in arms is going to certainly help with the exit strategy. As for the comment my right honourable friend made about activities that may or may not have taken place in Downing Street, I refer him to the comments of my right honourable friend, the Prime Minister, earlier this day.
So where does this all leave Boris Johnson? Well, with the prospect of a massive Conservative rebellion, the veteran Brexiteer Conservative MP John Redwood even saying that he expects a record number of Conservative MPs to vote against these latest restrictions. Many more, he says, this time round do not think a good case has been made. It seems like Boris Johnson does have indeed here a major Tory rebellion on his hands. Let me know what you make of those comments from those rebel Conservative MPs, guys. Do you agree with them or do you agree with Boris Johnson's Plan B? Let me know in the comments below. As ever, I'll keep bringing you all the very latest on this and more. So make sure you have hit subscribe and the bell. And of course, as ever, guys, thanks so much for watching.